Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated, so thank you in advance. Now, I want to talk about a game in a franchise that I just recently talked about, but I want to show you what happens when you change the whole design drastically and it works out really well. So let's talk about a sporty ball game that's not really traditional sporty ball. Blitz the League. Now this game is like if they took the movie Any Given Sunday, which is one of my favorite movies, and they put it in video game form. So this version of pro football is dirty, right? It's all about the, not necessarily the cheating or anything like that, but people are juicing and people are injured, but they still, you can still force them to play. And people are hitting each other hard, and it's causing some, they taking people out the game for good. And it's a very gritty looking game, and it's a very I won't say colorless, but it's a very it's almost like washed out to a degree. So Blitz obviously was the the NBA Jam of football. Well, just like NBA Jam, that stopped kind of being the thing. And also, unfortunately for Blitz, a game called NFL Street came out and just took that whole lane from them, right? So what could the Blitz franchise do? Well, around this time, they were starting to talk about the realness of football. Players are wilding out and the league isn't doing anything. And so people who was making Blitz at Midway said, how about we make a game that's like that? There was also this TV show that ESPN had called Playmakers that was really about the realness of the NFL. NFL kind of didn't like that, and they put a kibosh to that. And I always thought this game was a great representation of what that show was showing you, right? This is the realness. Also, easy way to hook me in is to make some kind of story mode in the game, including sports games, right? That's why I spent 5-6 consecutive years playing NBA 2K. My player had me hooked until they did the freaking and vibing thing with Spike Lee, and I checked out for good. Rest in peace to Basquiat, but it's a whole different episode. So this game it's football, right? Now, it's not the most technical football. In fact, it's probably the easiest of all football games I've ever played. It's super easy to do well, at least against a computer. In versus mode, then both of you kind of getting handicapped, so it's kind of washes out, but you basically just score on each other every play, right? But when you get into the actual football of it, right, you have to create a team, and it's got this whole story mode. Your team went from one of the best to one of the worst, and LT character, because Lawrence Taylor is in the game, because why wouldn't he be, right? He's in Any Given Sunday as well. I see the vision. So your team, you basically get to create a new team. You get to pick a new city, stadium, everything, and you pick characters like the coach. You pick your new rookie and your veteran, and there's all of these different things that you do to get ready to play. And as soon as you start it up, it's graphic from the beginning. You got LT hitting you. I guess used to be starting quarterback, and I don't know if the finger is supposed to be in the helmet still, but it looks like he ripped it off. It's crazy. And I was 100% hooked. So, you get into the actual football of it, and people start getting hit. And when you execute a dirty hit, which if you're playing it, Blitz the League, you're probably going to do nothing but dirty hits. Something happens, and you are given the option in most cases to either put the player on the bench if they get hurt for real, or you can let them keep playing, and they'll tell you what the option is. You can juice them up, and in some cases they can come back. But the thing is, if they get hit again after you juice them, they're going to be out for a while. As you see, my quarterback's knee got blown out, and I juiced him to the gills because we out here trying to win, baby. Even if we're already up by 4 touchdowns, does not matter. Get out there and get some touchdowns, because this is football, I guess. Maybe not necessarily country football, but either way, this is tough. This is real men. So, got to get out there and got to keep going. Plus, we're trying to get the championship. And the other cool thing is the way this league is set up in Blitz the League, it's the name, is it's almost like the Champions League type of thing like they have in the UK for football or soccer, right? So you have different divisions. You have to win your way up, and that's what you have to do in this mode. And I thought that was a really interesting thing to do, since you're not using licensed teams or anything anymore, because there was no way that the NFL was going to let them make a game and let you be able to do this, which the NFL was smart. They would have just went in with it, and it would have been embraced, and everybody would have won, but they're scared, and I get it. So This game is, it's unnecessarily violent and it's comical in some ways. And as you play the game, they do things like you can sabotage the other team by sending hookers to their room the night before. It's like, all right, I guess, sure. And, then they don't perform as well because they're all tired. Get it? Haha. But I don't know. I still really enjoyed it. I played this whole story mode. Me and my cousin, we ran through this story mode multiple times. And I don't know, I always liked it. I always thought it was fun and it was kind of like, over the top in a really cool way in some ways. And some ways I get it, but there's like, you manage your team, you buy equipment, you unlock new stuff, and I'm all about that. So they did enough to keep me playing multiple times, and I always thought it was pretty good. Second one came out, it was more of the same, and it didn't really expand on anything, so it pretty much died after that. But I was always a fan of the first Blister League, and it's always something that, again, this is another non-sporty ball fan game that you could play and kind of get into. So try it out if you haven't tried it. But I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe.